Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new farm. That's right, we are starting a brand new farm today, and it's going to be on the Michigan map that released actually not that long ago. Everything will be down in the description down below. I'll have, I don't know if I'll have all the mods because we have quite a few, but I'll definitely have the map down there so you guys can check it out. And guys, it is actually a beautiful map. Look at this. Very few elevation changes, which is really nice. We got some big fields on the map. You take a look here, we actually own a bunch right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 maps, so there's a lot going on. It's nice, and look at this, the American eagle, E pluribus unum, and this thing over here, I don't know, is that an elk? Something big. So yeah, a lot going on this map. I really like the squareness of it. Now, let's take a look at the starting equipment, because this is what really got me excited when I first jumped in here. You start with some amazing things. So first thing we got a Case IH Steger 715 quad track. This thing is an absolute beast. Yes, and this is one of our starting tractors, guys. That's amazing. We also get a beautiful truck, a Volvo VNX 300 over here. We have a John Deere 6R 145 tractor, and it has the tank for spraying on the front and the back. And look at this, our harvester, guys. Case IH Axial Flow 7150, absolute beast of a harvester. And with it, we get the corn harvester head and the 28-foot Terraflex, which is going to handle our wheat and everything else. Now, that's not it, guys. Okay, that's not everything. There's more. That's right. There's more. But wait, there's more. Yeah, we also have a beet harvester, the Amity Tech 2720 harvester scrub, and then over here we've got some more tractors. If you didn't think we had enough tractors, well, you were wrong. We needed more tractors. We have more. We got the Challenger MT665, which we're all familiar with. I've played with this many times. And then over here we have an 8RX 410 John Deere tractor. I mean, guys, you get some amazing stuff in the beginning of this playthrough. So yeah, a lot going on here. And even the like the building layout, look, we got one big barn right here. We got another big barn right over here. We both have, well, this one has drive-through capacity. This one, I believe, yeah, okay, so you can't go through and through, but it's got a door over there, big door in front, and a smaller garage door over there. Now, we also have a workshop. You start out with a nice workshop too, and decent amount of storage in here as well. So you can pull in, you can do your workshop. You got a little area up there for nothing, because you can't put anything up there as far as I believe. And yeah, just like some cool aesthetics though. So a lot going on here. Now, as is the case normally, right off the bat, we have some fields we can harvest. So let's take a look here. Growth, ready to harvest. And I believe this is going to be a wheat field right here. So we've got one wheat field growing. We have 3 sugar beet fields growing back here. And then what else do we got? We got a cornfield here. And I believe that is it in terms of what we own. So we have to basically, yeah, I mean, get started right away. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of unpacking here. Let's start out with this truck and just kind of pull it. Now, is this attached? Yes. Okay. It is attached. Very good. Very good. Our truck, I'm going to have to find a good spot for this that's just kind of out of the way, because I don't think we're going to need it immediately. Well, actually, hold on. We will need this immediately. Strike that. This is basically our tipper trailer. We don't have any other way to haul. So, okay, we are going to need this relatively soon. So let me just kind of pull it off right over here to the side, because as soon as we start harvesting, this is what we're going to be dumping in. So we'll leave you there. And I'm going to start pulling all these vehicles out and getting everything kind of lined up and ready to go. There are some things I am going to leave in here, I think. For the most part, all the tools that I don't immediately need, they're going to stay in there. But the sprayer, all the tractors, I just want to pull them out and get like a nice, I don't know, a nice sense of exactly what's going on. So at least in the beginning, it's going to be a little while for me to get used to what we have and what I need and whatnot. And we need to add some things, by the way. We definitely need like some fertilizer storage and some seed storage right off the bat. Those are important. And we need some way also to spread some lime, because all of our fields need lime at the moment. So those are some priorities that we need at the moment, which we'll get shortly here. But first thing I want to do, I just want to get on this field and start harvesting. Okay, finally we can access our case harvester here. Took a little while to get to it. Now I need to attach that to the back of this. Oh, sorry. Are we folded here? Let's just take a look here. No. All right, I can't really do anything about that. But I just need to attach this trailer real quick. That's like, there we go. That was my main concern. I got to get that thing out because we need it. All right, we are open now. So we're ready for business. Let me just set down the corn header right here. Perfect. We'll back this up out of the way. And just, okay. Yep. Okay. We're fine, everybody. All right, detach that, and let's get this grain header on here after all that trouble. Okay, now we finally got our grain header on. Ooh, this is a big one, guys. I'm excited to see the operation of this particular harvester. I don't think I've had this one before, so it's going to be interesting. Now, let's see. Are we in the correct field here? I believe 28 is the one that we need to harvest. Yes, it is. All right, so let's go around. Let's do some headland action. Man, it's been a while. Oh, we got drainage ditches and everything going on here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go around. Let's do some headlands here. It's, I've been doing so much lumberjacking that it's it's been a little while since I've actually done any like real farm work, Let's do a little unfolding here. And let's get things ready to go. Alright guys, so we're not even done with the headlands and we are already full on our case. This is going to be an absolutely amazing field to do here, but we do have to go and hop into our trailer here, and now it is time to get this guy set up. I don't know how much this actually holds, so this is going to be interesting to see here what we're working with, and I'm probably going to have to set up some sort of a route here to have this just do our deliveries, or maybe we got a store. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if this is the best time for wheat season. It's probably not, if I'm being honest. So we may need to store all this stuff. Now let's see how much a full case fills this guy up. Okay, so we are a smidge under 20%. So we can unload 5 times into this trailer here before we're gonna have to go and do a dumping run either in our own silo, which, now that we mentioned, I don't even know where our silo is. Do we have a silo? Oh boy, I didn't think that far ahead. What's this over here? Playground. Oh guys, I don't think we have a silo. Hang on a second here. Okay, little chink in the armor here. Does not appear that we have a silo anywhere. I was actually not expecting that. So I'm thinking that what we're probably going to have to do here is dump all of our grain into this silo over here, which is the Grain West silo, and that's just going to be for storage, because if we look at prices and we go look for wheat, yeah, we're in August. We don't want to sell our wheat right now. So we're just going to dump all of our stuff in basically that free storage over there, at least for the time being. And I think it's back that way, right? Yep, so way back over here. All right, that's basically what we're going to have to do, at least for the time being, until we get our own silo plopped down somewhere. That's going to be the plan. And man, I can't believe we don't have our own silo. That's crazy. So we've actually come to a juncture here. So we're about to fill up our transport truck here, and we need to figure out the storage situation and see exactly how we're going to handle that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and just move this guy out of the way, and then I'm going to have a helper get set up on our case here. So we're going to switch off GPS, get our AI worker going, and have him start working on the field so we can figure out this whole situation. Now let's jump out. Let's hop in our truck here. And where are you going? I don't know where he's going. Okay, I guess we're just gonna, we'll let him do his thing there, and I don't know. The AI drives me nuts in this game sometimes. So the initial plan was Grain West silo, and I think that is what we're kind of going to go with here, because as far as I can tell, there is nowhere else for us to store our grain. And we need to store it. So we're going to head over there and just kind of check this out and see if this is going to be a viable solution for us. Now, the other thing that I'm thinking here, the header that we currently have on our harvester, it's a little small. At least it feels a little small, and the pipe, when it's extended on that harvester, is much, much bigger than the actual header. So I'm thinking we can probably do a header upgrade here to make some of this field work go much, much quicker. I'm thinking we could probably, geez, I don't know, cut maybe a good 20 to 30% off the time it takes to harvest this if we get a bigger header, maybe? That might be unreasonable. I don't know. I'll have to look at the headers after we do this delivery here and see exactly what we can or can't get. That might actually be something that we can do kind of immediately. It really depends here if 100,000 is going to be enough or not. We'll see it momentarily. But let's get over to this grain silo, do a little bit of dumping over here. And man, it feels great to be farming again. I will say it's very, very relaxing to just kind of chill, have a path set out for you, and go, as opposed to the forestry where everything is a little, I don't know, it's a little chaotic. You know, you gotta do a lot. There's a lot going on with the forestry. Oh, Iron Peaks? Is there iron on this map? Tell me there's iron on this map. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. If you've been watching the channel for long enough, you know me and trucks don't have the best history. I've been known to tip one or two here or there. Okay, we're pulling in here. Gonna get our first look here. Where is the tip zone? I'm gonna guess it's right in between In there? Okay, so there's the tip. Now where's the fill? That's what I really need to make sure we can do here before we proceed. Because if we can't fill, then this is a no good thing. There's a lot of pipes sticking out here. I'm just gonna drive up next to any of these and see if it gives me the prompt to fill. Okay, nothing there. Man, a lot of pipes sticking out, isn't there? Let's see, anything else? Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is gonna be the way we can do this. Unless, this may be a possibility, unless the fill is in here with the dump. Let's pull in and let's see. Does it give me a prompt to fill and dump? No, just dump. But I do see something up there. Well, you know what? Let's dump it, because we need... uh-oh. I didn't consider this. Can we... Is this going to be a problem for... Oh, okay. Luckily, there's no clipping going on there. And look, we do have the context. Just popped up. Start filling. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So this is indeed a fill and dump zone. Perfect. Perfect. That is good to know. All right, so now that that's done, let's take a look at some headers here and see exactly what we can do. Now, our harvester, let's pull that up. We got the 7150 right here. Now it recommends all of these, and this is the current one we have, the 28-footer. But I think we can go bigger than that, guys. 2.7 tons, 8.5 meters across. The case itself is 16.7 tons, so I think it'll have no problem actually lifting it. Now let's go to headers and take a look, see what we can get. Grain headers. Where's our 28-footer that we're currently using? Right there, the 3050. Now what's something bigger that we can get? I'd like to get a 40-footer. That would be ideal. I mean, this is the ideal pack. Maybe we stick with case though. Is there a bigger case header? There's no bigger case header, but there is the Massey Ferguson over here, which is a 40-footer, 95,000. Holy cow. Maybe this is something we lease. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and lease one of these, the 40-footers, and just see if it works or not. And I think we'll go with the Massey Ferguson one. Now this probably does not come with a trailer if I had to guess. So here's what we'll do. We will lease the trailer. Actually, no, I don't think we need to lease the trailer because we have our own trailer back at home. So let's just lease this guy. We'll lease the header. Only 3,700 bucks. It's like nothing. And we'll leave our truck over here in the meantime. And we're going to go and hop into our harvester because we're gonna, okay. All right, we are gonna need a truck. We gotta go empty the tank on our harvester first, and then we can go and pick up our header. I have no idea where this header even is, by the way. We'll have to figure that out and see where the shop is and everything. Yeah, I just saw something really weird here. I gotta go check this out. I'm not sure what this is. Why is there a giant, like, mound right here? What is this? Alright, this must serve some sort of purpose here. Just don't know what. If any of you guys know, please let me know in the comments down below. It's like some sort of runaway truck ramp, or I have no clue. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Yeah, if anybody knows, please drop it in the comments down below. Let me know what that ramp is there for. Okay, we're all unloaded. Our wheat is safely in our transport now. I did take a look at the map and I kind of figured out where we need to go to pick up our new header. It's over by field 7, which is up here. So it's in this area. We'll have to get over there to really get a good look. But first I got to pick up our header trailer. I got to drop off this header, and then we can go over there and see, you know, hopefully that bigger header will fit on our header trailer that we have now. I hope so. It's kind of a big thing. If it doesn't, we'll have to lease a new header trailer as well. Okay, and we're off. Off to the shop we go. This is going to be our first look at the shop on our new map. It's always magical the first time you visit the shop. Well, hello there, Forest. Interesting little setup we got here. Scotch pines and lodgepoles interspersed. Ooh, I see it. I see our big honkin' header over there. That's a big one, guys. That's a big one. That's what she said as well, but it's also a very large header. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully it's going to fit on this thing. I really hope it does. All right, we'll drop our header trailer right there, and let's go grab this thing. Ooh, it's a monster. Let's just open our pipe here as we're connecting and just see if that's going to give us any problems. I thought we would have no issues fitting it, but that is a big one. Ooh, it's a real big one. Okay, let's see here. Let's get it lined up nice and neat. Okay, hey, no problems whatsoever. Look at that. And we got room to spare on our pipe here. Okay, beautiful. Now, next question. Is it going to go on our header trailer? Ugh. This is going to be a tight squeeze, guys. Okay, I don't think it's going to fit on here. It just does not look big enough at all. Let's get it lined up, and then let's see if we can't just drop it. Are you gonna... I mean, it doesn't look like... I don't know, I can't tell. Does that look right? Are you on there? I think we might be all right. Well, the only way to know now is to start pulling it. If we start pulling and it falls off, we're not all right. But maybe we are. I don't know. I have very limited experience using these trailers, so let's find out together right now. I mean, it looks like it's on there, right? I think we may be good. Let's connect. Does not appear to be good. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be correct. All right, this ain't working, clearly. I think we're gonna need a different header trailer for sure. Okay, let's go in here and let's get the header trailer. I mean, there's no way that the header trailer is gonna be that much more. What did we go with here? I think we went with this guy. And then, oh, you know what? You can clearly see N70-40. That's probably for 40. How much is it to lease? $765. If we buy it, it's $15,000. You know what? I'm gonna buy it because I feel like we may be leasing more 40-foot headers in the future for sure. So I am just gonna buy it because I think we're gonna put it to good use. And that's probably not going to be an issue. All right, let's get it off of this trailer. Get it off of here. What are we doing? Give me that thing. All right. Let's get it on the correct trailer here, and let's get it home. Now, let's see. This should fit on there like a glove. Yep, there we go. Now we're attached properly. Okay, all we needed was the right trailer there. Now, being that we're going to be using these bigger headers, we can probably go ahead and get rid of our header that we have back at the farm currently, but we'll do that after everything is all said and done, and we'll probably do the same with the corn header as well. You know, I'm looking at these fields, and these are going to be rough when we get to them. Oh, yeah, the beets. Oh, those are going to be quite a process, I think. Man. We may be in pretty deep with those right there, but that's going to be another episode for sure. All right, let's get over here and let's see how much better we do with this bigger harvester. All right, let's lower this thing. We're gonna have to reset our steering assist here too. So 12.2 meters. Ooh, that's kind of gonna throw everything off, isn't it? Maybe, well, yeah, it's definitely gonna throw everything. Definitely throws everything off. All right, that's okay. We'll just pick up on the closest line that we can, and I don't think that'll be too much of an issue, but oh yeah, that is way, way bigger. And look, our actual, our like mulch spray there, definitely not as large as the what the harvester head is actually able to pick up, but hey, whatever, that's fine. I can deal with that. As we harvest here, we can see it is much quicker with this bigger harvester head. Now, things did not quite line up quite as perfectly as I had hoped. There's like some little strips here and there that we're gonna have to get to as soon as this is all finished. But my biggest concern as I'm doing this, what's going through my head, is thinking about the beet fields. This field right here is pretty big, and it's taking quite a significant amount of time. The beet fields are big as well. Now, they're not as big as this field, but the equipment that we're going to have it to use to harvest those beet fields is a much smaller working with. So those fields, as we go through and do them, are going to be quite challenging, I think, and quite time consuming. Now, we do have a couple mods installed that may be able to help us there. So for one, we have the Follow Me mod installed, and I think that's going to be a big helper, because we'll be able to have our trailer follow our beet harvester and collect the beets like on the go. So that's going to be a pretty important addition there, I do believe. And then we'll also be able to set up some like automated routes where we go and deliver the beets and have a truck come back. Now, in order to make things a little bit easier, what we may look into is leasing an auger wagon. A nice big auger wagon that we can have as a go-between for our semi that's going to be hauling and our harvester as it gets full. So that way we'll have the auger wagon pick up from the harvester, deliver to the semi. When the semi is full, it'll automatically pull out, go and do its delivery, pull into the same location, and there'll be no interrupted workflow because we'll have the auger wagon as like a buffer in between to do the pickups and the collections until the semi gets back and it's ready to be loaded again. So that's kind of my thought process as we're going through all of this and doing this harvesting here. There is also the thought of prepping the fields. Now, I kind of got a peek at the equipment in the barn, but I didn't see the working with. So we are going to have to look at that. Hopefully we have some pretty decent sized equipment there, that it's not just going to take us a really long time to get these fields prepped. Now, I know the sprayer, that's no problem. The lime spreader, when we get that shouldn't be too big of an issue. It's really going to be the seeder that's going to be our main focus. I got to see whether it can cultivate on the go, or if it's one of the seeders that doesn't cultivate, needs some pre-cultivation beforehand. So these are all things that I need to take into consideration as we go through and continue working on this farm here. Now, as you might be able to see, I also did set up a job to have our truck do some auto delivering, and I was actually a little bit concerned about that too. So you can see me, I'm checking my mini map a couple times and checking the map just to make sure that the truck makes it back and forth with no issues whatsoever. Okay, on our final tiny line here. As you can see, things didn't quite match up because we started using the smaller header and then swapped to the bigger one, so things are kind of a little mismatched there. I did have a couple like smaller patches over there that I had to go and grab, which probably ate up any additional time savings we had, because we had to go over just a tiny strip with this big long thing here. But overall, the bigger header is awesome, right? It's definitely saves a lot of time. I mean, look at how much space between each row we're saving right there with the bigger header. You can kind of see. So yeah, I definitely love this thing. We need to buy one of these pretty much as soon as we can afford it. But for now, we are going to have to return this one since it is a lease. Now, some things we're going to have to focus on here coming up. We're going to have to get this field prepped up. And it's going to be interesting to see what equipment we have in there to work with to do that. I know we got a sprayer. I think we have a seeder. And I may have seen a cultivator as well. So that's going to be something we're going to be digging into on the next episode. Now, as soon as we're done with this row here, I want to take a look and see exactly how much wheat we got. All right, there we go. We're done. We could turn her off. And let's take a look and see if we actually save, or not save, but if we can actually see how much. Oh, yeah, there we are. Right there, 112,250 liters. Okay, that's pretty good. Plus, we still have, 4,400 in the harvester itself, and I don't know how much is in the truck, but we'll find out here in a second. That's a pretty good haul, guys, I'd say, for this big field. And it's only going to get bigger, too, if you think about it, because I doubt this was fully fertilized. This thing definitely needed lime. It definitely wasn't at 100%. I probably should have checked that before. Maybe I can go back and look and see. But yeah, unlimited possibilities for right now, guys. There's a lot we can do with this farm. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. Let me know, what would you like to see me focus on moving forward? I have a couple plans in my head, but it'd definitely be interesting to hear what you guys think as well. Perfect. All right. Completely harvested field. Feels great. Now, sadly, we're going to have to get rid of this header. I don't want to keep it because we're leasing it. Actually, let's take a look here real quick. Any other land that we're going to need it for? This is corn, pretty sure. Yep, that's corn, so we're not going to need it for... We are going to need a bigger corn harvester header, though. That's for sure. The header we got is pretty small. Very interesting looking thing here. Is that water? Playground. Playground and a roller coaster. Maybe we'll have to look into getting those built. And then, of course, I am super worried about these. Oh, boy. As you can see, we have sugar beets on 31, 30, and 14. 14's a big one, too. Whoa. When do we have to harvest those sugar beets? Coming up in October here. Only a couple months away, and that's going to be a big job. Yeah, that's going to be a huge job. Wow. Okay, let's get this header returned real quick here. Let me go through the list. It's such a pain to find these things sometimes. There we go. 40 foot. Let's return it. Okay, goodbye header. But it was great to use it. It sped things up tremendously. As did actually automating this truck too. Me not having to switch back and forth and do the deliveries myself, that was pretty tremendous. In fact, let's go here. And we need to reset this guy. Perfect. Now, hopefully he'll go and just do his thing without me needing to do anything. There he goes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, all is as it should be on the farm. I'd say all in all, great first day farming in Michigan. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to drop a like, leave me a comment. As always, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any videos. We've got this going, got the Lumberjack Saga going. We're fishing our heads off over in Fishing North Atlantic. We got a ton going on the channel, guys. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it. As always, thanks for watching the video. Have yourselves a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one.